Hello there, welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff happening in the VTuber world. And today we talk about the VTuber Adora Fortune, who was forced to apologize by a VTuber agency VOLs after posting this tweet where she found a bunch of fertility pills in someone's cabinet. This fertility pill meme is very popular among very large YouTubers, and many of them have posted similar tweets. So it feels really odd that a VTuber agency is forcing their VTuber to apologize for posting such an innocent meme when others have done it as well and never received any backlash for it. This was the tweet that sparked outrage among many VTubers in the space. This is what the VTuber agency VOLs had to say. Thank you for your ongoing support of VOLs and our talents. We deeply apologize for the inappropriate contents. As their agency, we take responsibility for the lack of oversight and will work with our talents to prevent this from happening again. Thank you, the VOLs team. While the VTuber agency never specified which tweet it was referring to, many believe they were talking about the fertility meme tweet. The VTuber agency also reposted an apology from Adora Fortune as well. Adora would say, "Hi everyone, I'd like to formally apologize for one of my tweets that I posted earlier. At the time of posting, my intentions were to simply join in on a popular meme trend that was popular a few months ago, but I had unknowingly hurt some people by posting it, and for that I am very sorry. Intentions do not reflect the outcome, and I'm so sorry for hurting anyone who came across the tweet. I'll be conscientious to do better from now on." Following this, I will be cancelling my stream tomorrow as well to give myself some time and space to reflect on my actions. Thank you for your reading and I apologize once again. Personally, I don't think Adora Fortune did anything wrong. I think if a bunch of larger VTubers and a bunch of smaller VTubers have all posted the same tweet and no one was mad about it, and all of a sudden the VTuber agency is like forcing the VTuber to apologize because of one silly tweet, it's not really the VTuber's fault. It's the fault of the VTuber agency for being out of touch. And many larger VTubers agree with me as well. We have Pipkin Pippa from Face Connect saying, "You did nothing wrong." And Adora Fortune responding saying, "Pippa, thank you. I'm sorry this had to be the first thing of mine you saw, but I appreciate it nonetheless." And now we have Bao the Whale calling out the VTuber agency for restricting her talent's freedom. We have Bao saying, "Nurturing your talent's personality and humor is how you end up on the 20+ list of corpos that have combusted in this year alone," referring to 2024. If you look at the original post by the VTuber agency, you can see a bunch of people have added a community note stating the talent in question got scolded and forced to apologize and delete this post over a harmless meme. So this is basically the post that everyone believes made the VTuber agency very, very angry. Yeah, I still don't think she did anything wrong. I think she's blameless. We have other larger VTuber artists actually supporting Adora Fortune in a situation saying, "I deeply apologize for this inappropriate release," making fun of the VOLs VTuber agency. And Kevin X would actually post a very old asset where you could have your VTuber model eat some fertility boosters, with other people chiming in as well saying, "You force your talent to make a public apology for this meme? You guys will not survive the internet if this is what gets to you." Untriggered would say, "Shooting their talent in the face because a few people got offended over a harmless meme is not a good look for a corporation, as it shows they won't stand behind their talents if they get even the smallest amount of heat. That meme was such a non-issue." The infamous Clipper Azahara would say, "Don't chastise your talents over something completely harmless. Anyone who got offended by this needs to take the stick out of their ass." Here we have a VTuber making fun of the situation by surrounding herself by bottles of fertility pills. We have someone else called Elise joining in on the joke saying, "I feel offended, fire her." And we have the original poster, Mocha Roki, saying, "It's too late," before showing an announcement telling everyone that the Nexus VTuber agency would be shutting down by the end of the month on January 2025. While I'm sure many of you feel that Adora Fortune was wronged by her VTuber agency, I feel that we don't need to feel too much pity for Adora because this stroke of misfortune actually became a lucky break for her. because she's actually gained a bunch of followers on Twitter because of this situation. Adora Fortune actually freaked out when she got so many more followers on Twitter. Initially, she took to Twitter to thank everyone for getting to 6,000 followers on Twitter. Shortly after that, Adora would express even more shock when her Twitter account reached 10,000 followers. That's amazing. Adora would say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm still so shocked and I'm still processing a lot of things from the past 48 hours. It's been very scary, tiring and stressful. But the outpouring of love and support makes me feel so loved. Thank you, thank you. Words cannot express how lucky I am. And we have Nagan Tios saying 10,000 for the new year is a precious gift. And Adora would respond saying, one I intend to cherish my whole life. Now isn't that wholesome? Moving on, we talk about burnout among content creators. This is Tobyn Jacobs. You might know him as the guy who makes large cardboard cutouts of various VTubers. You can see Pecora cardboard cutouts right here, lining this large empty house. God, is Tobyn Jacobs rich? I never found out. Oh my god, look at all those cutouts! You must love VTubers and printing, huh? I'm sure a lot of you know Tobyn Jacobs from his little stunt where he printed a bunch of like Danganronpa girls and just put out the cutouts throughout the entire house. So he's very popular, you know. But Tobyn Jacobs is actually really respected in the VTuber community because he does a lot of crazy cardboard or paper cutouts of VTubers, and everyone likes it whenever, you know, an artist makes something unique about their Oshi. That same Tobyn Jacobs is suffering from burnout, as he says he doesn't want to do like paper cutouts anymore. In this lengthy Twitter post, Tobyn Jacobs would try to explain his burnout. Hello everyone, today I would like to talk about why I currently have no motivation to make cutouts anymore. I've been making cutouts for about 5 years. Wow, that's a long time. And over time, I've lost my curiosity for it. I feel like there isn't much left for me to learn, and the process has become stale. For the past few years, I've been forcing myself to continue making cutouts because I believed I needed to stay disciplined in order to meet deadlines and reach my goals as a content creator. Unfortunately, pushing myself even when I didn't feel like it made me miserable. My workflow led me into a cycle where I would burn out, then eventually regain some enthusiasm only to burn out again. All of this changed about 2 months ago when feeling burnt out and unsure what to do. I randomly decided to draw on my cutting mat. I only intended to draw for like 15 minutes, but I ended up drawing for about 12 hours that day. Continued drawing like this throughout the entire month. It might sound extreme, but I was having the time of my life because I was creating things purely for my own enjoyment. That was a refreshing change, especially after getting used to creating content under constant deadlines or external pressures. I found drawing so addictive because I was able to let go of those external pressures and create simply for the sake of creating. Only then did I realize just how miserable I had been. You're in a grind like that, you don't realize how unhappy you are until you step away from it. Throughout this experience, I kept wondering if only I had this kind of motivation for making cutouts. I questioned why I felt so driven to draw, which was something that had no impact on my career. Meanwhile, I was dreading the thing that did. That's when I realized the emotional state I'm in when I draw. This flow state is exactly what I need to bring into making cutouts and creating content. For too long, my mindset while making cutouts was one of forcing myself to do it, which constantly led to burnout. Looking back, I see that the times I was truly productive with cutouts were those when I had entered a flow state, similar to what I experienced when drawing. So basically from now on, I'm only going to create with passion. That my heart is in it. When I make stuff, I still am going to make cutouts, but I'm no longer going to be forcing myself as hard as I have been. As the break made me reflect on what's wrong with how I work and became a lot more carefree and happy, I don't want to go back to how I used to be, as I found a lot more happiness in my life. Moving on, we take a look at Kisa I. As the official Kisa I YouTube account would post a live stream, a lot of people got excited because they thought Kisa I was coming back. And apparently she is not, because this live stream is actually a very old live stream from the year 2018. So yeah, she hasn't come back yet. Many people were upset when they realized that Kisa I wasn't coming back because they actually believed that after so many years that she would be coming back, and you know, that's just something that keeps happening. Every time the Kisa I channel releases a live stream, it just gives people hope that she might come back, and so when it doesn't happen, it, you know, messes with people, and so that's why people are upset. However, technically Kisa I has already come back, and I'm not talking about this live stream, I'm talking about the VTuber herself. Kisa I actually, after graduating, became an interviewer. Like, she's actually interviewing a bunch of VTubers, and the reason a lot of people don't know this is because she's interviewing them in Japanese, and that's why most people are not aware. I would also like to say that Kisa I has already had her re-debut, and I don't remember the name of the new VTuber channel. I'm pretty sure I have the link stashed somewhere in my notes. But yeah, she's come back. I'm pretty sure P Maru was promoting a channel as well, and she's actually promoting her channel on her Twitter account. Not the Kisa I Twitter account, but the PL Twitter account, if you know what I mean. I'm thinking of making a video explaining what happened to the 4 Heavenly Kings, especially Kisa I, because a lot of people just don't know. Like, she's already re-debuted, and so many people just don't know. They think, like, Kisa I is coming back. Yes, that's not really everyone's fault, because, Kisa I's, like, voice actor was also, like, retweeting the post promoting this live stream as well, so maybe people are a little more confused than they should have. So there's that as well. But anyway, things move on, times change, VTubers graduate, but that's not the end of their story, especially if they are large enough and they still have a fan base. It's not the end of the world, even if Kisa I doesn't come back, because she's already returned. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching. This is Terry Nebula, signing out.